So in today's video, I just want to talk about staying humble, but at the same time, you have to always think in your mind that you are the greatest. You know, if you always think that you're great, and you know, then you know you are great. And if you know you're great, then you are great. So if you are going to have a mentality where you're like, oh, I'm not like that. I'm not as good as this person. I wish I was like that. I wish I could do this or that, but I'm not. And I'm a failure, and I'm no good, and I'm worthless. If you put all those thoughts in your mind, what happens is that the rest of your body actually thinks that that is accurate. Where if you push yourself and you think that you're the best, and you think that you can accomplish things, and you think that you can do this, then you start realizing that you know you can do those. And once you know you can do those, you actually do them. Then you look in the mirror and you're like, wow, progress. Progress to success. If you keep on progressing each week, you will get to that successful achievement that you've always wanted. And in order to do that is the mental game. So your mental game can't be filled with negative thoughts. It has to be filled with positive thoughts, and you have to stay humble, of course, be respectful during the journey, but at the same time, know what you're worth. Know that you can push yourself and be better than this person or that person and this or that. But to pass or to be greater than other people, you need to be better than yourself. You know, the game isn't to be, oh, I want to be stronger than that person, or oh, I want to look better than that person. You need to look better than yourself. You need to be better than yourself. You have to, it's you versus you. So in order to, you can look at somebody else's physique and be like, oh, I want to be better than that person. That's an awesome way to think, because if you, for example, Jason Tatum and Kobe Bryant, he looks up to him, but of course, in deep down in his mind, he wishes that he could be better than Kobe. You know, just like LeBron James wants to be better than Michael Jordan. If you are the greatest, you look up to that person, but you at the same time, even though you're inspired by that person, you want to pass them. You want to be better than them, because they are the push. They are the ones that are getting you to that next level. So if you see somebody with great physique, a lot of muscle mass, and you want to, look like them one day, of course your mindset is like, oh, I'm never going to get like that in the beginning. And that's a negative thought. If you keep pushing yourself, you are going to want to look like them. But if you end up being on the same, same scales, you end up being the same muscle mass, it's not good enough. You want to be better than that person. So in order to push, you need to have inspiration. So in order to be better than other people, and I'm not saying like in the world itself, like, oh, I'm better than you. No, it's when it comes to the fitness world. If you want to have bigger legs than that person, or bigger biceps than that person, or bigger traps than that person, or have a better physique overall than that person, your mindset has to be, I am going to push past that and be better than that. Even though you are scales down, you're far off. But in order to get to that, you have to be strong in the mind. Strong in the heart, of course, but strong in the mind. Mental game is huge. So in order to be better than a certain person at the gym, whereas they have a lot of muscle mass, they look good, they're cut, they're defined, they have a low body fat percentage, in order to get to that level, you have to think that you are better than them. Even though maybe you aren't. Maybe they are way stronger than you at the gym, they can push more weight, they have a better physique. You have to be in a realm of your own world where you think that you are better than. And if you keep thinking, then you actually start doing. And when you start doing, you will push past levels that you never thought of, and you will start increasing muscle mass and look great and all that good stuff. There was a time where I was at the gym and I was so small. I weighed about, I want to say 160 pounds, but no muscle mass at all. Didn't have any good weight on me. Just it was the start out point. And I see these guys in the gym, and they're all jacked. They're all shredded, and they have huge muscle mass. And it took years and years to get to that. But in my mind, I go, oh my gosh, I want to look like that so bad. But also at the same time, over the years as they developed, I'm thinking to myself, I want to look better than that. I want to have more muscle than that. I want to take it a step further than them and even look better than them. And in order to do that, you have to be inspired. And those guys inspired me. So I give them respect because they inspired me to push myself each and every day. Because I wanted to look like them, you know? And I'm sure that, you know, in a certain period in their time, they were inspired by people and they wanted to get and look better than other people. So in order to look better, I shouldn't say be better. I mean, you can always be better at the gym because you can perform better than somebody else. You know, it's all in how you perform. You know, if you have a great nutritional diet, you're putting the right foods in your system and you're exercising right, then that's great. But if you don't perform well, there's a difference between exercising well and performing well. Because if you exercise well, you just go in there, you're doing the exercise and you feel good and you perform, you did a good job. But you didn't perform the way that you think you can. And it's all the mental game. I could have done 5 more reps. I could have done 5 more pounds on that. Why didn't you? I exercised well. I did a great job. I still went to the gym and I did a good job when it came to exercise. But you didn't perform to your 100% ability. You didn't perform with 100% effort. And that's because you could have pushed yourself a little bit further and you didn't do what you wanted to do deep down. Because you thought, you know what, I'll do it next time. Or, you know, I didn't have a spotter. Or, if you can and you have the ability, if you can do a good 12 to 15 reps of something, and you just drop the weight down just a smidge, do a little bit more reps, or vice versa, drop the reps down and do a little bit more weight. Switch it up sometimes. And if you actually can do it, don't be afraid. Don't have fear. Actually go on and do it. So that's what I gotta say. And in order to overcome or be better than and look better than other physiques, or try to get the muscle mass and in the low body fat percentage and all this stuff, you have to be inspired by people. And if you're inspired by people, then you can, at the same time as being humble and respectful for yourself and know that deep down you are worth something. In order to get to that next level, you have to think in your brain that I am going to overcome and achieve so much that I'm going to pass levels of their success, past levels of their muscle mass, past levels of their body fat percentage. I'm gonna break records that even they couldn't break. If you are going to do that, you have to have a mental game that's strong and positive. That's all I gotta say. So, in order to be better than other people when it comes to the fitness world, you have to have a creative mind and never back down and know your worth and know that deep down you are better than them. You are better than them. I'm inspired by them, but I am better than them because I am going to have a better body and I'm going to look better and I'm going to feel better and I'm going to be more healthy because I'm putting in healthy things into my body. And it's all about nutrients and it's all about staying active, and that's what we want. So that's all I got to say for today, and let's stay active and get kinetic.